Good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. And on GGM Hour, we're talking good governance. Today is about restructuring. Restructuring is in the air, but what is it for the southeast part of Nigeria? And the debate for and against Orlu State and Anioma State. Which one will you go for? As the argument on the street continue to hit the heavens. We would like to have your opinion on this program, and we expect you to call when the lines are open immediately after we bring you what is on the air and the opinion of some people regarding this very topical issue that is very important to the survival of the Southeasterners, precisely Igbo, in Nigeria today. So let us begin from the position of the proposition made by Senator Ned Nwoko regarding that bill to create Anioma State and be carved into the southeastern part of Nigeria, making it the sixth state of the southeast. Let us get his opinion. I'll be right back.
We can never have enough states, but there are some very historical clamor, like the creation of Anioma State. Anioma is a very homogeneous people, currently occupying 9 local government areas of Delta State, and out of that 9 local government areas, we have we have 6 of them that are oil and gas producing. And I'm sure you know Asaba, the location of Asaba. Asaba has grown really and has all the potentials. We have what it takes to be a state. There are many states in Nigeria that have just 8 local governments, but my senatorial district will have 9. So it is the right thing to do. As a matter of fact, for the past 20 years, we've been asking for an Anioma State. All the kings from my place have been asking for an Anioma State. Our socio-economic leadership, called the Izu Anioma, have been asking for an Anioma State, and most of the political class too. So we are clamoring for it. Whether at the end of the day it is now geographically said to be in South-South or Southeast is another issue entirely. There have been many, over 20 years, the kings of Anioma, led by the Asaba of Asaba and the Obi of Owa, have led many delegations to various presidents, starting with Obasanjo's time, to Yar'Adua's time, to Goodluck Jonathan's time, and to Buhari's time. The only president that we've not discussed with is this current president. And so it's not a new thing. I'm not starting a new thing. It's something that has been there, and we all know that it is desirable. It is a state that has the potentials and rich in resources. So it's not just one of those states that will be struggling to survive. We do have things that will make us to do well as a state. It's like 5 fingers. You know, they have 5 states. Just imagine 5 fingers, 5 states. So if you want an additional finger that represents a state, you go and cut the 5 states that you already have. No, you look for a finger elsewhere to add to it, to expand your territory. And that's what I'm proposing. Having an Orlu state is like cutting a finger or 2 and counting it as 1, or counting it as 2 rather, you know.
That is it. That is the opinion of Ned Nwoko with respect to the Anioma state creation. Now, let us quickly take a swipe on the opinion of some members of the House of Representatives who were carved into the proposed Orlu state by Ikenga Imo, a House of Rep member representing the Imo State, I think Idato North and South Federal Constituency. Let us get the reaction of his colleagues from Anambra State. I'll be right back.
Representatives on Thursday passed a bill seeking to establish a new state in the southeastern region known as Orlu State. The new state, with Orlu as its capital city, will be created from portions of Imo, Abia, and Anambra states.
My name is Honorable Zokwe Peter Ifani. I represent the good people of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and the Ekusigo Federal Constituency.
I was thinking this is a point of order I've been discussing with the leader of the House.
Because knowing the adjoining date, there will be fire in my constituency. I need to douse the tension. Mr. Speaker, I need to douse the tension.
Okay, let's hear you, but to consider our time, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yes, even if you give me 2 minutes, I will be done with that time you give me. Mr. Speaker, I was bamboozled and baffled with my honorable colleagues about the creation of Orlu State. In as much as the Igbo nation, the Southeast, we need one state. But you cannot just sit in a place and scramble and petition Ozobo and carve my own dear town into Orlu State without consulting me. I am the representative of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and Ekusigo Federal Constituency. And I come from Ozobo. And my colleague will just disregard me and carve my town into Orlu State. I want to make it clear, Mr. Speaker, that Ozobo is not part of that negotiation. In as much as we support the creation of one state for Igbo nation, please, my people are going to court. I just want to douse the decision. For them hearing my voice, they thought I was part of the decision, and I did not consult anybody to be part of that decision. And I said I did not know anything about it. Since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, my phone was switched off because they were looking for me. Is it what they sent me here to do? I said I did not know anything about Ozobo being put into a state I don't know. I was not part of the discussion. We have to carry everybody along. Communication breakdown can cause civil war again. I don't like it.
That is it from the House of Rep member representing, I think, Nnewi, either North or South, covering Ozobolo, which was Ekusigo, actually, which was carved into the proposed Orlu state. Now, joining me in this live discussion is Ndubisi and Enugu and our brother Henry, both GGM leaders who had already made a statement regarding this very issue. And their press statement is loud and clear around news platforms across Nigeria. And today we are being joined again to have this discussion, which you watching can be part of this very deliberation, although very brief for tonight, because this one is just like an introduction. We are going to continue this conversation, and we will allow everyone to be part of it, because this is very important to the survival of Igbo in Nigeria as we have today, especially now the political gimmicks are skewed or designed against them. Now, let me start with Henry. Henry, you are welcome to the program tonight, and it's my pleasure to have you today again on this live discussion. Henry, welcome to the program. You might unmute yourself.
Okay, yeah. Good evening, team. To you, Mr. Chinedu. Thank you once again for welcoming me to this program. We are standby to, realize this into a very logical conclusion. So, good evening to everybody. Thank you.
All right, Henry. Ndubisi, I don't know if he's there. He can make his own submission very quickly. And let's get your own opinion before we double into the program itself.
Yeah, good evening, Chinedu, and good evening to our viewers all over the world. Greetings. The discussion on state creation is one of the ways the indigenous people of Nigeria is seeking for equity, even the redistribution of resources within their space. So this discussion is a welcome development. Thank you, Chinedu.
All right, Ndubisi. And to our viewers who are watching, you can be part of this conversation by calling 0810-4545-533. That's the number you see at the top of the screen. 0810-4545-533. If you'll be calling out from outside Nigeria, you can add the international dialing code +234-810-4545-533. You can call direct line or you can call on WhatsApp on the same number. Let's have your opinion on this. And the floor is open. Let us begin with Henry. Henry, give us your take on this very issue. Will you go for Orlu State or will you go for Anioma State with respect to what is on the table? Then generally we'll double into restructuring.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Chinedu, once again for having me. So, let me not just, let me be very equivocal about this. And we don't need to dance around about this particular issue. So for me, having Anioma as the sixth state for the Southeast is an idea whose time has come. And I want to state emphatically that this attempt never started today. It started as far back as 1960, during the time of Osada Bez. That has actually generated this time around. So for me, I will always go for an Anioma over an Orlu State because there is more to gain from having Anioma back as our Kitan Orlu State. To start with, as we speak, there are about of this current Anioma situated in the delta north of Nigeria. Out of these 6 or 9 local governments, about 6 of them, the place resources, they have their human capital is top notch. You understand? This is a place that composed of people like Jimovia, the Ndoko. So for me, this Anioma State, we don't even need to discuss it. And I'm very happy when I got online today and saw all the movers and shakers of Anioma coming out to own and give massive support to that idea. So I don't think we need to overflog this. Even some elements in the so-called or proposed Orlu State that are beginning to see reason having an Anioma in our fold more than over Orlu State. So for me, this Anioma state coming to Southeast should be a welcome development. We need to pull our weight on it, find a way to begin to start telling Ohanese to do the needful at the right time, not kind of belated response. So what I'm saying basically is that instead of dissipating energy discussing this Orlu thing, let's quickly find a way to bend back over and begin to curb those our brothers on the Western Delta. So we're able to find a common ground to escalate this agitation and find a way to push it through. So that's my take for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Henry, for that submission. Ndubisi, what's your take on it very quickly? And let's look at restructuring. Then we'll go over to some of the comments people have already made. And we'll conclude for tonight. We are going to make tonight's own very brief, but we are going to continue in this discussion. What's your take?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello, Tinedu. My take on that is the position of Good Governance Ministry. As a leader, Ambassador General in Good Governance Ministry, our position is not ambiguous. It's quite simple. GGM endorsed creation of sixth state, adding one extra state to Southeast. And the whole idea is for equity, justice, and fairness. 98% of regions in Nigeria are CC states, with the exception of, I think, Northeast that has 7 states. Southeast 5, South 6, Southwest 6. So it makes sense for justice, for equity's sake, for an additional state to be created into the eastern part of Nigeria.
Me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, go on, go on.
I said the one proposed by Ned Igoko of Anioma State.
Hello, Andy. Go on.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Go on, go on.
No, what I'm saying is that GGM position is for Anioma State, being that some of those people in Niger Delta, I mean South region, by origin, by indigenous identity or ethnic group. So for them to join their in South East is a work home, joining their brothers in Southeast, and their joining will add more states to Southeast, which over the years I'll go for Anioma states. That because it's not about feeding bottle federalism, productivity, production, resource control, not just creating states.
I think network connection submission through the line on the program as we are doing it now. That on the